John Howard Society is an organization whose mission and mandate is to ensure humane and just treatment for those who are in conflict with the law. The John Howard Society also seeks to prevent the circumstances that contribute to people being in conflict with the law. And we do this in a creative way by addressing some of the barriers and the lack of opportunities related to education and employment and positive social connections in the community. We have the Employment Pathways program, and that is offering support to youth and young adults between the ages of 16 to 29 to assist them on their employment pathway, and so that they're successful either in finding, preparing, or securing and maintaining employment in the community.
So I know with trauma makes it hard to get a job because some may not have been healed, there's still some triggers, having a really crappy childhood as well, which can lead to obviously criminal records because you don't know much, and it's very hard to get a job with a criminal record because they just look at your name on a piece of paper and see what you've done. So they don't want to get to know you, they just see assault, theft, drug charge, they don't look past it, which is unfortunate because you can't really judge a book on its cover. They could be one of the best workers you've ever had.
So one of the things that we've learned through some of the new developments in neuroscience is that when people experience traumatic events or experiences, there are sort of what we call sort of neural pathways to the brain that are developed in response to those experiences. And also it's in the brain, but it's also experienced in the body. And that one of the things that they've learned is that the concept of neuroplasticity. So that just basically that those roots in your brain that maybe were shaped by negative or stressful or dangerous or traumatic situations, you can also create different neural pathways in the brain. When we talk about an employment program that's trauma-informed, is that we believe, and the science I think backs that up, is that if we create spaces and opportunities for young people maybe who've experienced trauma, that we can create new pathways in the brain and new feelings and behaviors and responses just by having a committed adult that can create a safe space for someone to grow, to feel trust again in another human being, another adult. And I think that experience proves very helpful then, because then that experience they have with that adult then can then be the bridge for them to feel trust maybe with another adult.
Instead of trying to tell them what to do, I walk beside them, not in front of them, not behind them. I'm just there as a friend in a way, to be with them on their journey. So if they need any help, they can come to me, but I don't try and tell them what to do pretty much.
When I see a similar story, I always think to myself that this person has a great potential to do wonderful things. I think that no matter where you are in life, you can always turn around and become better. I don't think that anybody is the absolute best version of themselves, no matter where you are in life. My role is to show them that someone can be where they were a couple of years ago and they can end up being on the other side and being fine.
The experience with a sympathetic, compassionate, strength-based adult can then be transferable in another setting, perhaps with an employer, and that they can then build their capacity. As they build their capacity and mastery over certain jobs or activities or skills, then that further enhances their confidence and their ability to function in the world.
It's all about really gauging and having the social skills to be able to understand how to speak to them too, when to say certain things and when not to say certain things, and how to ask a question versus how not to ask a question. and, showing support and being there for somebody.
So I feel like employers definitely need to be educated on triggers or see the signs of someone that's struggling with trauma.
So some things that, for example, an employer can do: provide simple routines, start of the shift, end of shift activities. Be consistent when possible. Be direct and have youth paraphrase back so you know they understand or ask questions. Do not assume something is common sense, as they might not have never had someone teach or show them. Give small, positive feedback to build confidence, self-esteem, and acceptance. And this is one of many things that we can share with the employer, and then we also do a lot of support with the youth themselves so that they are ready and able to work and also feel some sense of mastery in that work. Kids are awesome. It's just some of them don't know it yet.